Well, welcome back. And if you watched my first video that I put through yesterday, first of all, I'm sorry. Second of all, you can probably see that I've tried to improve the lighting a little bit, but as you can see, it probably still needs work. But I'm going to try and take this seriously, and hopefully over the next few days you'll see some improvements. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about niche. Now, everything that I've heard and read and that kind of thing on the internet has said, don't worry about your niche right now, don't focus on it. But I think this is key to taking this forward. I'm not trying to do this aimlessly. But without a niche, I don't think things would be all that useful, to be honest. And I think this channel would be pretty aimless. So I've got a couple of options really for a niche. What am I thinking about? Well, my first niche is I want to call it life after Ozempic. I've had a few really major health wins recently, thanks to the drug commonly known as Ozempic or semaglutide or whatever you want to call it. But I've had significant weight loss victories there, and I'm probably at the point now where I need to come off it. But the research that I've learned about it basically says that you come off it and you pretty much go back to your old ways of doing things. Now, I lost 40 kilos on Ozempic. I really don't want to be 40 kilos heavier than I am today. Today my BMI is just a touch over normal. It was actually last week, or just before last week, it was below, it was in the normal range, but went on holiday last week and I went a bit crazy. So I'm working to get it back down. So I'm thinking maybe there's something to do there about some sort of great reset on health and nutrition and that kind of thing. The second option I'm thinking about possibly is just a man in his 40s, transitioning really, thinking, I've worked really quite hard over the last few years, including through COVID. I've got two grown-up children now, but they're both over 18 and at university or getting on with work life, that kind of thing. And as such, my life's transitioning a bit. I'm starting to think a bit about me going forward, and what that might mean as a man. I've probably lost my way a little bit. Just focusing on working to provide and trying to do the best for my kids, and now they're grown up and they're getting on with life, and perhaps I need to as well. So what I thought is maybe creating a niche about how men deal with that, how men cope with that, and how they create a life plan. But the third option, and probably the one I'll go with, to be honest, because I think that's probably the most valuable thing I can bring to the world. But it falls into certainly option 2 and a little bit into option 1, is that I've spent a lot of time in IT over the years, and really made a transition in the last few years from being that tech support guy and working into support to essentially becoming a CIO of a business. And that's a bit of a journey. A lot of people that are good at tech support, they find themselves on a bit of a glass ceiling, and thinking, well, I can get better and better and better at tech support, but the money's not coming, the fulfillment's not there, that kind of thing. And really, they're probably at the top of the game and for that technical trade, and what they really need to do is transition from a technical role into a managerial role. And it's a different thing, talking technology to other technology people or talking technology to users is not the same as understanding business requirements and communicating really how business requirement or technical advantage, technical strategy, if you like, can really produce good results in the business world. And I'm thinking that could be a pretty valuable niche. So they're the three niches that I'm thinking about creating for this channel. I'm a big fan of sort of show your work. So I'm sorry if this video is not that interesting to you. But I'm doing this for me right now, and not you guys. I'm trying to get better in front of a camera. At some point, I'm going to think about the editing. At some point, I'm going to think about, why these videos look terrible. For a start, the lighting, the editing, the audio, etc., etc. And I really just want to know where I'm at the moment. And at the same time, I'm reflecting on where I want to take this channel. And if you're in this early on and you're looking at this right now and you want to give me some feedback, you want to comment, let me know. Reach out to me, just drop a comment in the channel. That'd be fantastic. But until then, I'm going to think about what the video will be for tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Cheers now. Bye.